Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Municipal Candidates Question and Answer session for the town of Orangeville. So here's a question that's come up a number of times, and folks are interested. And the question is, why? Why are you running? What qualities do you have that are going to make a difference? Thank you, and Darrin Davidson.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. When someone decides to run for council, you have to take a very good look at who you are, and you tend to take note of what you've accomplished. I'm known for a long history of community and involvement and community service and volunteering. And what I've been able to do over the last 15 years is parlay that into my profession as a behavioral therapist, working with youth, seniors. I also consult to Fortune 100 companies and Canadian corporations around the country. And with this, now I want to invest in this town and parlay my skills. So why am I running? If you can understand this, I feel like it's a duty. After doing all the volunteering and community work, this is the next step. And I want to invest in this town for my wife, my family, myself, and you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We'll move on to the second question. And some of you have identified a couple of these items, but perhaps you can elaborate. So what, if you are elected, what would be your top 3 priorities that Orangeville needs to address over the next term? Darrin Davidson.
Top 3. There's a serious leadership debacle going on in this town right now. It's a public relations nightmare. It's time we face what's going on. Enough of excuses. We've had 3 terms, 12 years of this, trying to set us up for businesses and leadership, and it's not happening. I would have, if I was in charge a year ago, I would have called, and I am calling for the resignation of the chair of the board for the police services and all members on that board. The leadership debacle has to stop. Second thing, we need to build capacity. How do we do that? Through education and business. I've been in low-level communication with Ontario College of Art and Design, with their officers down there. I want to bring a full-fledged, full-term campus to town, something that our kids could look up to. And more importantly, what that does is creates funding pools for us to draw upon. Third thing, Mill Street. We need to build a convention hall, tear down the mall, and give Theatre Orangeville and build on our strengths of our artists a place to go. And that way we'll build capacity and nightlife that we all deserve. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Question number 3. Right, Pete? Question number 3. Okay. Do you believe that Orangeville can accommodate the forecasted growth and employment targets established in the official plans, and how will that affect service and infrastructure pressures? And Darrin Davidson.
So to answer the question, no. We can't continue to see this growth if we continue with the people in charge that we have. If you think signage and trails are a big issue for this council, wait until we have 80,000 people in the area to contend with. We need to find legitimate alternatives to manage this. We need to have better collaboration with the county. You have to ask yourself, why do we not have good representation down at Queen's Park? The bottom line is people are just not getting the job done. So at the end of the day, I'm not going to pretend to have the answer to this question. But what I will do is bring my skill set, my vision to council, and bring in the people that are experts on this, and we'll be able to get this done. That's what I'll do for you.
The fourth question, and this is really an amalgam of a number of questions that have come from the audience in all facets of our favorite word, taxes. So I've kind of jumbled it all together. And I would like to ask our candidates for council, what are you going to actually do to address the fact that Orangeville taxes seem to have been increased double over 10 years? It's discouraging investment because the taxes are too high. It's forcing seniors to leave because they can't afford it. Apparently, the police, fire, and legal budgets are out of control. These are the words from your constituents. So they want to know, what actually are you going to do? And is anybody brave enough to suggest, apparently, that they be frozen? I tried to, say that with the same indignity you would.
That's a load.
Darrin Davidson. Let's be clear. You cannot tackle taxes until you build capacity. And we can't do this backwards. Everything we've heard there tonight is backwards thinking. We need to build on our strengths. Let's recognize what we're strong about. Arts. We have a workforce that is ready to work. We have a huge arts community. We have a lot of people who are willing and passionate, and our volunteers are ready to do anything. So let's build on our capacities. What that means is better education means more funding pools. Town participation leads to more spending and better businesses. Your kids will have more fun at the pool when all their friends are there. Corporations do not want to come here because we don't have infrastructure. We don't have capacity. No CEO wants to bring his family here. What we need to do is time to leverage our unique geographical advantage and take advantage of amongst competing towns and take advantage of the transportation opportunities, warehousing, distribution. We have the 410. Let's build the highway further along. We can get out to the United States of America from here. I've talked to people in customs. This is what is possible for us.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We will now move into closing remarks. Each candidate will have 2 minutes to convince you they have the answers. And you heard some of them here now, and you heard it here first. So we're going to start at the other end of the table with Darrin Davidson. 2 minutes.
Sure. Yes, I'm going to have to wing this one then. Anyways, thanks everyone for coming out. There's never been a greater groundswell of discontent in this town. I've been here for about 12 years. I think we've all felt it. Everyone up here is nice, but nice doesn't make the town better. Nice works well when you volunteer and you want to join a committee. We need more than that. And I expect everyone up here to volunteer, but we need more than that. People are looking for change. People are afraid. They think there's no alternative, no legitimate alternative. There is. You're looking at them. I have the experience. 15 years in business. I consult to top executives in the country. I will bring to bear what this town needs. We have the second lowest voter turnout in Ontario, the last election. The science says this: when you have low voter turnout, you have higher taxes. Now is the time to get out and vote with a friend. When you do that, you're going to double your impact. You might not think so, but you do. And when you do that, you're going to see change. And don't be afraid. The town staff runs the show. We just give direction. Town's going to stay the same. It can only get better. We cannot afford for it to get worse. 12 years the same, 3 terms. It's over. It's done. It's time to stop with the minutia. It's time to get to the real facts. I am not afraid to get ahead of any of the issues and stand firm. It's time to stop this council from creating bottlenecks of what we want. Anyways, my website comes live in a couple of days. My number will be on there. I'm more than willing to speak with any of you and all of you. Get your people together. We'll have coffees. We'll figure out what we need to do. I'm Darrin Davidson. I want to be your councillor. Thank you.
This concludes the council candidates portion of the evening.